Hello and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide. Today we are here at a very wet and windy Alton Towers resort for the reopening of the gardens and grounds. My brolly's going off, but yes, welcome to Alton Towers. It is great to be back. Of course, I've got my face covering on, which aren't mandatory, they are optional. However, here at Theme Park Worldwide, we've made the decision to wear face masks. We're going to be traveling to lots of theme parks and attractions, and of course, we've decided to wear them. But yes, welcome to Alton Towers. This is very, very weird. I'm back here, vlogging outside again. I can't wear my glasses because they're steaming up at the moment. My umbrella is blowing away on the Alton Towers Plaza. And it's great to be back. Look behind me, there's the there's Middle Tower, the entrance just over there. And of course, we're going to be showing you all the different entrance procedures here at Alton Towers. But finally, I've been sitting at home filming videos for months. I've been cycling on my own. I've been filming stuff at home in the studio. Finally, I've got some people back in a video and I can't believe it because here they are, social distance away. There's Charlotte, how are you? Oh, it's so nice to see you back again in a vlog. Of course, we're going to have to stay 2 meters apart, but we'll try our best. You'll have to shout more. Yes. Talking of shouting more, I don't think I'll have a problem with that. It's Alex Crump, everybody. Hello. There he is. How you doing?
I'm being quiet for a change.
Yeah, just a little bit. But Alex is over there as well. Got his brolly. It's very different conditions, isn't it? But
that's quite what we expect.
We'll try our best. The weather is not great at all, but we're going to try our best. We've got our brolly sponsored by Swift Caravans. Krista's over here as well. You alright, Krista? Yeah. It's been a while, and I imagine we're going to see lots of familiar faces today here at Alton Towers as well. So we're going to try our best to show you all the updates today from what we can see. In terms of the gardens, yes, they are open to walk around, but also some of the other paths around the theme park are open as well. So we'll be able to get some updates about what else is going on around the resort. And also, we know that they're going to be doing the temperature checks when you actually enter into the theme park as well. So we're going to get some footage of that. And there's some signage over there I'm going to go and show you now. There's also some markers on the floor for social distancing. And yeah, we're going to get absolutely soaked. So yeah, look at this, we're all freezing already.
I've always wanted to be on the Masked Singer.
It's typical though, isn't it? Because the weather has been lovely, hasn't it?
I know, it's gone horrible.
It's been sunbathing weather and we've been sitting in the garden, it's been lovely, and then now look at it, it's awful, but typical anyway when Alton Towers opens. But let's go for it. In terms of when the rides are planning to open, they're actually hoping to open the theme park fully on the 4th of July, dependent on current government guidelines. So anyway, let's make the best of this one. I've got my mask on, I've got my brolly. Welcome to Alton Towers. It's great to be back at our home park. So here's a look at some of the signage on the entrance plaza at Alton Towers. As you can see, you've got all of the different regulations that the resorts have put in place for safety. As you can see, you've got a little look there where you're going to be having your temperature checked, and that's going to be taking place in the big white tent that we can see just over there. All Alton Towers employees are wearing PPE. Of course, you've got to keep social distancing, 2 meters where possible. New signage all the way around as well. Hand sanitizing is available for guests to use. You've got to have a pre-booked ticket, so we've pre-booked our ticket for the gardens today. Even though we are an annual pass holder, that can be done online. And you've got to make contactless bank card payments where possible. But yeah, it's great to be back here under the iconic corkscrews at Alton Towers. As you can see, you've got these little markers on the floor. They've all got out, so as you can see it says please stand here. To help you enjoy your day safely, we've introduced new social distancing measures. So pretty similar stuff to what we've seen at other theme parks really, but as you can see they go back down that way. They don't extend off the plaza. I'm not too sure what happens when all these get full, which is going to be the case shortly. So maybe they might need some more when the theme park reopens. But Charlotte's also sponsored by Swift Caravans today. Swift Caravans! But are you ready for your temperature to be checked?
Yeah.
I think it's great how they're doing that. It's something that we've seen a lot of theme parks do. Universal Orlando Resort reopened yesterday fully to the public. And yeah, they're also doing the temperature checks, but masks do have to be worn. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think that everybody should be wearing a mask, or do you think it should be optional? Let me know. It's good to see you all again though. It's nice, you know, it's nice to be able to get the camera rolling again. As much as we're not getting on any rides today, we're doing something. We're having a walk around our home park. So yeah, let's wait until the park opens, 10 till 4 today, to walk around and enjoy the grounds, and we'll be having our temperature check shortly. Oh, it's nice to be back. Yeah, it is. We have, yes, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers. Awesome. Here comes Krista, she's in. Here we go, here's Charlotte. There we go, she's in. There we go. That was nice and efficient, wasn't it? Yeah, I thought the way that they checked the temperature was really, really good. Let's carry on walking down this way just to allow that so everybody can get in. As we can see, you've got some signage up here. You've got some hand sanitizer all fastened to the wall here as well. So we've got some on us so we can make sure that we're using that. That was very efficient, wasn't it?
Very efficient, yeah. Make sure you've got your ticket to hand ready to go. They're checking your bags really quickly, temperature check, in you come.
Yeah, you've got to stand quite close, haven't you, to the what would you call it? Like the temperature gun, would you say?
Yeah,
like,
it is a gun really, isn't it? It's got a on it, so it looks like a little laser blaster.
It's like you're on dual, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't feel it or anything, it just scans your forehead and a couple of seconds, it's done.
It's amazing what technology's like now. Back when my mum used to take my temperature as a kid, she used to like put like a little thermometer like on me.
Whereabouts?
On my head.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Oh dear. There we go. The girls are back. They want the toilet. They're not open. We'll have to find some toilets that are open. Meetin Bay. And I know that they've actually updated the app as well to put some facts about the gardens in. So I've not actually got the Alton Towers app, but I'll have to download it. So here we go. We've got some nice signage. And of course, this is our first time stepping into the Alton Towers grounds for the 40th year.
Like, happy birthday.
This is brilliant. Happy birthday, Alton Towers. Go on, you lead it.
Happy birthday to... No,
I'll come in a sec.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Alton Towers. Happy birthday to you. There we go, we've got the buntings up all the way down Tower Street as well.
Birthday bunting.
Birthday bunting. They haven't changed any of the signage though, like on the plaza or anything, like the big entrance sign on the middle tower. But it's so nice to be back, isn't it? The music's on down here. And I thought that was a really nice entrance procedure. It was really well put together, that. Really nicely thought out.
Very professional.
Very well organised. What do you think to the mash then, guys? Comment down below, let us know your thoughts. Charlotte's got hers on just there. We've got some social distancing markers here as well. Chevrons, like keep two cars apart. Yeah, on the M1.
That's the way you do it.
Right, so let's head down to the gardens. Of course, in terms of what's open, it is literally the gardens and the grounds. I believe there's going to be one small outlet open for some light refreshments. But other than that, it is literally just that at the moment. As we can see, this is one of the new Coke Freestyle areas, what they've opened up for this year. Hopefully we'll be able to see this in action later in the year. But it's refresh and refill, and there's various different refill stations all the way around the resort. You can see there some of the signage on the door. This used to be the Tower Street Bar and Grill. We've got some Perspex screens just on there as well to see on the hot dog stand. So yeah, they're quite well prepared. I imagine we'll see some social distancing markers down here as well. But it's just so nice to be back and enjoy the grounds again, isn't it, Charlotte?
It's weird to be back.
Oh, I know, but how have you got on? Of course, the viewers have missed you. Oh, they've missed everybody, but they've been saying, how's Charlotte? So what have you been up to?
So I've been working loads.
Key worker?
Playing Animal Crossing.
Oh, here we go.
Day.
Animal Crossing, she's been loving it. But yeah, what have you been getting up to, Alex, during this?
Crying, mate.
Yeah.
Crying, missing out on sleep. No, actually, I've just been resting. I've actually written a play. That's what I've been doing with my spare time.
Fancy?
So, occupying myself. And just, doing whatever you can do. Really. Yeah. It's hard to, but we've had some lovely weather during lockdown as well.
Yeah, not today. Yeah.
So it's been nice to get a bit of a suntan and sit in the garden. So yeah, it's been good.
Oh, it's so nice just to be back out again. What have you been up to, Christy? You been doing much?
I've been working the first 8 weeks and then...
Key worker? Yeah, and then...
Finishing my uni work and...
that basically means not doing a lot? Yeah.
Animal Crossing as well.
Animal Crossing, they're both in Animal Crossing. But yeah, as we can see over there, Spinball Whizzer off to the right, CBeebies Land. We can actually walk all around the paths around that side towards the towers, which I'm sure we'll do later. But there they are, the beautiful towers ruins. It is so nice to see them again and just enjoy them. There was points earlier this year when we thought we wouldn't be stepping foot in this park until 2021. But the fact that we're now walking in, we've just come down Tower Street, and there may be no rides open at the moment, but hopefully in just under a month's time, we'll be able to ride some of our favourite rides and attractions. So we've made our way down into Mutiny Bay and we're in the courtyard area, and as you can hear, it's absolutely throwing it down at the moment. But look who we've bumped into. Not seen him for a while. It's Joe Beasley, everybody. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Have you been coping during the lockdown? All right.
Yeah, it's been alright.
Yeah.
Boring, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's nice to be able to walk around again. However, not in these conditions. But hopefully, what's he doing? Oh no, hopefully the weather's going to get a little bit better later on. But no, it's good to see you. It's nice to catch up with people who have not seen for ages. And of course, due to the lockdown and various other commitments that people have got, it's so nice to see people come together. I see what he's doing now. He's taking the rain off just to stop it from dropping down on someone who doesn't expect it.
It's a lovely day today, isn't it?
I have seen it before when it's been raining here in the normal season and somebody walk out under that and it just falls straight on them. So I can see why you've just done that while nobody was there, just to make sure. But yeah, it was a really nice entrance procedure, but I don't think I'm going to be getting loads of footage of the gardens today. We'll have to come up on a nicer day, hopefully in the next week or so. So whilst we're here in Mutiny Bay, also notice that the stage that used to be home to the Pirates of Mutiny Bay live show has actually been removed. Now, there's not been shows here for a few years. They actually stopped them back in 2015. However, the stage was still here as a piece of theming, a nice little photo opportunity, bit of a set piece. But yeah, unfortunately, that has now been taken out. So, a bit of a shame really, because it looked quite nice in the corner just here of the courtyard. They still have the music and stuff playing, but obviously there was no shows on there. But yeah, it is just a bit of an empty space really now, unless they've got something planned there for the future, or maybe it needed some more maintenance doing to it, so they decided to take it out. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it has now gone, the pirate stage. It's been a part of Mutiny Bay since it opened in 2008. The time has come for the Wicker Man to rise. Together, we shall feed the flames, or at least hopefully we will be soon. Here's a little look then at the entrance to Wicker Man, and of course all the rides and attractions are closed today. However, you can actually walk around some of the areas and see some of your favourite rides and get a close-up look like we can here down at Wicker Man. And as we can see, they've actually put the social distancing markers in place ready to go down here in the queue line. Needs a bit of a clean up down here, but of course I'm sure that'll be happening before they reopen. But yeah, you can see you've got the markers there. Looks more than 2 meters actually, just to make sure that they're being safe with that one. And yeah, as we can see, there's Big Bob, that huge theming structure down here at Wicker Man. And of course I spent 7 years working here, so I'm used to seeing all the rides closed and walking around over winter when I worked here. But for a lot of people, this is quite an interesting experience. To see the park without the special effects, the theme music turned on, and the rides running around is certainly very, very different, just like down here at Wicker Man. But it seems like everybody's really enjoying themselves so far and just getting a bit of a unique look at Alton Towers really. But I certainly can't wait until the rides are running around again and we get to enjoy some of our favourites here at Alton Towers. But yeah, social distancing in place, ready over there for when Wicker Man reopens, hopefully starting July the 4th. Oh, how is it seeing Wicker Man again, Charlotte?
Ah, I just want to go on it.
Oh no, yeah, hopefully not too long though until we can enjoy it. But sun's coming out.
Yeah.
How's your mask doing? All right?
Good, I like it.
Yeah, so like we say, you know, you don't have to wear a mask if you're coming to Alton Towers. Not at the moment anyway, of course, regulations can change, but, you know, we've decided to, and, you know, I'm quite happy wearing it. You know, I think,
bother me.
no, I think with the amount of places we're going to be travelling and stuff, it should be our duty to do that. But we're making our way now down towards the wonderful Alton Towers Gardens. We can see a nice bit of blue sky coming through over there as well. And this is one of my favourite views actually in Alton Towers, and hopefully a lot of people are going to be coming down here over the coming weeks and enjoying the heart of Alton Towers, and that is the gardens and of course the beautiful Towers ruins as well. We can't actually step inside the ruins at the moment, they are closed. However, we can enjoy them from the outside, and hopefully it'll make people appreciate the heart of Alton Towers much more. Oh, it's so peaceful. So relaxing, and Alton Towers has just got a certain magic about it when there's no rides running around, and it's something what I always used to enjoy when I worked here, was just walking around over close season or on a morning before the rides were going round and just taking it all in. And it's great that people have got that opportunity now to be able to come here and enjoy the wonderful weather like it is today and walk around Alton Towers again and just experience it when it's like this. But I thought I'm gonna have to get that shot now it stopped raining. Absolutely beautiful with the stunning Towers ruins, and we're making our way down towards the gardens entrance down here on the right hand side as well, just underneath the white bridge. Of course we can see over towards X sector and the Smiler just over there. We'll have a closer look round there a little bit later on. But our plan is to actually come back up to Alton Towers in the next week or so and do another video, this time looking in more detail at the gardens and put some more facts in there. Today's more about just having a bit of an update about what's going on around Alton Towers in general, but we will come up and film the gardens properly on a nicer day, or at least we'll try to get a nicer day anyway than what it is. But I've just noticed Joe's got his Oblivion the Black Hole umbrella there as well. Yeah. Well, mine is now. Swift Caravans. There you go.
5 years on, so
Oblivion the Black Hole still going. 5 years, isn't it?
5 years, yeah.
5 years since we did that trip. Yeah, in the suite at the top of the hotel. What was it called now? The Gold Suite. Gold Suite. Oh, crazy. Memories. But yeah, we're going to take a right turn and walk underneath the White Bridge just here. Let's go and enjoy the gardens in the kind of sunshine. So we're just down here now at the Couragic Monument, and just thought I'd show you this because they're actually starting some restoration work on here, which is certainly great to see. And Alton Towers have been doing quite a lot of restoration over the past few years on both the towers ruins themselves and also down here in the gardens. And the Pagoda Fountain's recently been restored, along with the conservatories down here in the gardens. And it looks like the Couragic Monument is going to be done next, according to the signage, which is great to see. You imagine like all the stonework around there cleaned up, get them weeds off, give it a bit of a pressure wash and sort that all out. It'll be much better than how it looks now. Of course, all work that takes place has to be done following guidelines, of course, to make sure that it follows all of the listed restrictions that they've got with these sorts of buildings and monuments. But it'd be really nice to see this looking a lot better than it does now, and hopefully that's something that's going to be starting soon, like the look of this signage that we can see just out here at the front. Just making our way then down to the stepping stones. Could do with cutting back some of the plants and trees just here, so hopefully they'll do that. It's quite hard to actually get to the stones, but here we go. A lot of people don't actually know these stepping stones exist because they're quite well hidden. But yeah, we've been told that later on today they are actually going to be turning on the Pagoda Fountain as well, so I look forward to seeing that in action. Of course, it'll be the first time in quite a few years that we've seen that in action here at Alton Towers. Should look absolutely wonderful. So we're making our way through the gardens and the sun's coming out. It's all right now, isn't it, Joe? Yeah. It's all right, it's decent. Yeah, could just do with a little bit of these trimming back just down here. Not too much, because it starts to take away from it, but just a little bit, just to avoid you getting pricked. Oh, you're right there, Krista. That's it, yeah. Where's Charlotte? I can't see her because of the bushes. Oh, she's here. I'm here. Are you all right? Yeah. Oh, back in the gardens, lovely. So here we are then in one of the most beautiful parts of the Alton Towers gardens, just here on the little mezzanine out the front of the Swiss Cottage. And this is an absolutely beautiful building, and like I said throughout the video, I'm not going to go too much into the facts of the gardens today. That's going to be another video coming up on Theme Park Worldwide this week. I'm going to come up here on a nicer day and just get some much better shots and go more into detail. But what I will do is give you a little preview of that history video that I'm going to be filming. The Swiss Cottage, you might be thinking, what was it for? Why was it built? This was actually originally built for the Earl's blind harpist. And you might be thinking the first thing there is that he was blind, however he used to play a harp, which is, again, is absolutely fantastic, the fact he managed to learn that incredible talent. But not only that, he actually used to live here in the Swiss Cottage. He would walk down the side of the gardens here to the bandstand that was also specially built, and he would play his harp down in the bottom where the bandstand is today. Now, it's worth pointing out the bandstand was a later addition. However, that's where the Earl would actually have his performances, down in that sort of area, hence why the bandstand was later built as an addition to the gardens. But yes, the Earl's blind harpist used to live here in the Swiss Cottage. As the years went on, it was actually changed into part of the Alton Towers experience. This was the silver service dining restaurant. It used to be wonderful. You used to come out and it was all silver service seating. It was very, very nicely put together with all the white walls and all the just the overall feel of it, the experience. And then unfortunately, as the 90s came in and a lot of changes were made at Alton Towers and changes to the ownership, that is when the building became like it is as we can see it today. SBNO, not really doing a lot, to be honest, which is a shame because this is an absolutely beautiful part of Alton Towers. Really nice building, and hopefully they'll be able to do something with it in the future. I mean, it needs some restoration, but I've always said it'd be nice if they could maybe put the archives in there, and maybe they could get a wedding license and do weddings along here, or maybe they could even look at just opening it up as a restaurant again. Anything is certainly possible, and I tell you what, my mask is slipping off my nose when I'm doing this. It's all a bit of a trial run today, just seeing how things go. And of course, we're going to be visiting some theme parks in the next few weeks, hopefully. You know, and you are going to need to wear a mask. You will have to. So we thought we're going to sort of see how it all goes today and just get used to it. This is the new normal. We've all got to get used to it. So let's just see how things go. But so far, I think we're doing all right. Not too bad. Now, one of the most beautiful parts of the Alton Towers gardens is the stunning Pagoda Fountain, and this has undergone a huge restoration over the past couple of years, and this is the first time that we've seen it turned on for quite a long time. So it's nice to see it in action today, and the sun has come out beautifully for us to be able to see this. And look at that in action, absolutely stunning. And the Pagoda Fountain isn't actually powered by any pumps. It's all done naturally down the hillside, and it pulls water from like a local reservoir, and it brings it all the way down the hillside just here, and then powers it straight up in the middle, as we can see there. And it looks absolutely stunning. Now, of course, the water is quite low in these reservoirs where it's pulling the water from at the moment. So we've been told it's only going to be on for a short period of time today. However, we're going to get a little bit closer. It's only just turned on, so we'll have a little bit of a closer look down this way so we can see the stunning Pagoda Fountain fully in action from a little bit closer. We might get wet when we get down here, so a little warning for you. But yeah, really impressed with how Alton Towers have dealt with it today. You can tell they've kept numbers very, very low. There's not many people about. I'd say there's maybe 400 or 500 people here tops, but of course when you're a big site like Alton Towers, it's certainly a lot easier to maintain the social distancing. Just listen to the sound of that. Absolutely wonderful, it really is, to see the Pagoda Fountain on. I'm waiting to get soaked now if the water all starts coming this way and the wind blows it. But yeah, it looks amazing. Of course, it was covered in scaffolding for quite a long period of time whilst they did all the restoration. And you can see all the colours look fantastic now. That white that you can see there in the middle, the red, of course the gold that you've got on the sides, and that lovely green colour as well. Yeah, this looks stunning. And of course, last year we got our first glimpse at this. However, it wasn't in action, but to see it fully working in action, and of course now it's had all the restoration and repaint done to it, is absolutely fantastic. And fair play to Alton Towers, they've done a really good job. I just hope we get some nice weather in the coming week when it's a little bit nicer to come back down here and get some even better shots of it. While the Pagoda Fountain looks absolutely incredible after the restoration, and it's great to see it turned on as well, but as you can see, it started to absolutely throw it down again here at Alton Towers in the gardens. We're on the bandstand at the moment, just standing under here because, yeah, it's absolutely thrown it down. So I don't think I'm going to be getting loads and loads of footage today around the stunning gardens. We'll have to wait until it's a bit better weather for that. But what we will do in this vlog, we're going to have a little look round towards X sector because the pathway's open in front of the towers there. So we'll see what we can see down at the Smiler and Oblivion, walk down past Spinball Whizzer, have a little look around Mutiny Bay, and also some of Haunted Hollow's open as well. So we'll have a look and see if there's been any changes, any more maintenance, what's been done for this year, and also see if we've got any more preparations for when the park reopens, hopefully on the 4th of July, in terms of the social distancing. So if they put any more markers down, or maybe any more perspex on the windows, that sort of thing. But we've got a good little setup going on down here. Look at this, we're all set up for the picnic. Hey, so you got a nice little setup going on. It's not the weather for it though, is it? It really isn't, but we're making the most of it. Alex looks cold.
Freezing.
You're a bit chilly, yeah? A little bit chilly over there. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Looks like it's stopping a little bit now. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous when you sit down here and look around the gardens. It's a shame the weather's not better for them today, but you know, it's not Alton Towers' fault, is it, about the weather? You can see a bit of blue sky peeking through there, just above the Swiss Cottage. Back on Tower Street then now, where it's finally stopped raining. So we thought we're going to have a little walk around now and see some more of the ride areas. But also just notice, whilst we're here on Tower Street, that a bit of work's been going on with some of the drainage systems. I know this is as exciting as we get at the moment in 2020. We've had the pathway redone down the middle here for the drainage system, and it's actually putting it to good use today. You can see it's travelling nicely down the middle here and into the drain. There you go, that's Theme Park Worldwide in 2020. That's as exciting as we're going to get, guys. A new drain on Tower Street. But no, you know, it has been done and it looks a lot better, and of course it prevents any flooding or anything like that down the middle. Looks a lot better. And yeah, of course we've got all the buntings up down here as well, like we showed you earlier on. But it looks like the sun might be peeking back through again now, so we thought we'll leave the gardens for now and we'll try and get some shots of some of the ride areas, because we can see down here towards Spinball Whizzer, bit of CBeebies Land, and also down towards X Sector. Here's a look then at the entrance to CBeebies Land. As you can see, you've got the barriers just out the front here at the moment, blocking that off. Can't see anything at the moment in terms of social distancing in place there, ready for when they do reopen. But I imagine that's something that will be going into place in the coming weeks as they continue with the preparation, ready for reopening. But we'll carry on down this way, down towards Spinball Wizard, and see what we can see of that from over the fence. And maybe we might be able to see some of the queue line just down here if they've started to set anything up. Over here then now in Adventureland at Spinball Wizard. And as we can see here, we've actually put some chevrons down in the queue line. That's social distancing, bit of chevrons. Chevrons. Nice word that, isn't it? Chevrons. 2 cars apart, Joe, 2 cars apart. But yeah, you can see you've got them all around here in the queue line, all set up, ready to go. Can't see any on that bit in there, so I guess because this isn't 2 meters across, they can't have people queuing in this side and that side there. But yeah, as you can see, they've got the chevrons in place. Look at this now, blue sky. Literally 10 minutes ago, it was absolutely chucking it down. And now look at it, it's lovely. But yeah, I can't wait to get back on Spinball Wizard. But it's nice just to have a bit of a closer look at it, to be honest, and see it here ready to go, waiting for guests. Can't see any other markers at the moment down through the main pathway towards the entrance. But again, there's still time for them to add some more stuff in the coming weeks before the park is ready to reopen. Right, Charlotte has got a big announcement for you all now here outside Spinball. Go on.
2019, we had the TPW Square.
This was it, the TPW Square.
Now for 2020, the TPW Square is no more.
That's it, it's gone.
That's it, it's gone.
We don't know what, but somebody's going to replace it.
It's going to replace.
We're going to find something else at Alton Towers for you to stand and have photos on. But I must say, we've had hundreds of photos sent to us this year of people having selfies on this random square. We called it the TPW Square just because we were walking past here one day and we thought, well, why have they just replaced this one bit of a pathway with this square? But that was so 2019, it's 2020, we're going to find something else now. But there you go. Thank you very much to everybody who had photos on TPW Square, this random piece of path outside Spinball Wizard.
And a big thank you to the square.
To Smiler. So in 2020, Alton Towers, we're going to be opening the world of David Walliams and Gangster Granny the ride. We've covered it quite a bit here on Theme Park Worldwide, shared our thoughts on it, but it has now been pushed back to a 2021 edition. The signage does still say new for 2020 at the moment, so hopefully they'll soon get that changed, just to avoid any confusion. But yeah, it is going to be opening in 2021 now, instead of being the edition for this year. But yeah, we'll carry on walking down this way towards X Sector. Beautiful, you can actually see some steam rising up as the water's just evaporating. So we're down here now on the edge of X Sector, and of course here it is just behind us, now 7 years old, the Smiler here at Alton Towers. There's a lot of fans of the Smiler, and I'm sure there's plenty of you watching this video who can't wait to come back down here to Alton Towers and get in the queue line and enjoy the Smiler. But it's quite nice to just walk around here today and just enjoy how peaceful the park is, and it's quite interesting just seeing these rides without the trains going round, and you just get to appreciate the theme park even more and how beautiful the location is. But of course we thought we'll come down here and have a look at the Smiler, see if there's any changes, so we'll come a little bit closer over this way to have a look. Good old the Smiler. Can we see much down in the queue line? Obviously it's blocked off at the top of the entrance to X Sector, but we can see down there, not any preparations going on at the moment here in the extended queue line for the Smiler. But what you will notice is that the Marmalizer is actually turned on, the big screen down at the bottom there. When I've been cycling past, and of course I filmed my Cycling to Alton Towers video just over a month ago, the Marmalizer was actually on. And in terms of rides testing, normally midweek they have actually been running some of the rides round. I've heard them from outside when I've been cycling past. And yeah, I imagine if you are coming to visit the gardens on some of the weekdays, there may be a chance of you being able to see some of the rides testing here at Alton Towers. And of course, we're going to be coming up here a few times in the coming weeks leading up to that hopeful opening date of the 4th of July. And yeah, we might be able to see some of the rides testing. But yeah, as you can see, it's blocked off here at X Sector at the moment. Needs a good clean up down the queue line there, as we can see. But it's nice that Alton Towers have gave us that chance to get up close to some of the rides again and just see them standing here. And it's just nice to be able to appreciate the park and how beautiful it really is to walk around and enjoy it all. You don't need to have rides operating here at Alton Towers to have a good day. And we can see there you've got a couple of the trains that are out there on the brake run. And yeah, I imagine it'll be testing again in the next few days or in preparation ready for the opening. But yeah, that's the look at the Smiler and X Sector. Obviously we can't really see loads of Oblivion, but it's just peeking through the trees there. But at the moment can't really see any signage or changes, any chevrons or anything at the moment over here in X Sector. Well, hopefully it's not going to be too long now until we're back on the Smiler. Oh, it's getting a bit windy and rainy now. That Oblivion, the black hole umbrella, I don't think it's going to see it to the end of the day. Yeah. Oh no. But, you're right there, Krista. Oh, mine's gone as well. Oh no. Treacherous conditions now. 2 minutes ago we were down at the Smiler looking at all of the sun. And then now look at it, Charlotte's off. She's get me under the, oh, I can't come under your umbrella. Social distancing. Oh no. What an absolute nightmare. The camera's soaked, I'm soaked. What's going on? Oh, it's getting worse. These memories will cherish forever. Oh God. Well, the weather conditions have got considerably worse. All of our umbrellas have broke. Look at this one here. What a day that I don't think we're ever going to forget at Alton Towers. Where's Charlotte? Are you all right there? Are you okay? Yeah, she's still going, but yeah, not quite the day we'd hoped for with the weather conditions, but we're trying our best. I don't think there's going to be much more footage today, to be honest, but we'll have a look down Meetin Bay and we'll go up Haunted Hollow next and see what's going on there, and then we'll come back another day and do a better video around the gardens, I think. But yeah, look at this, my brolly is absolutely broke. Oh, he's trying to prod me. So we've made our way now down to Mutiny Bay and just by Battle Galleons. And again, look at this, blue sky. This weather today is absolutely crazy. But as we can see, some of the signage has been removed down here at Battle Galleons. And yeah, I'm not too sure why. Maybe it's just been replaced or they're updating some of the conditions on there, I'm not too sure. But also we've got social distancing in place here as well, ready for Battle Galleons to reopen. So I imagine they're just gradually going around the park and preparing it and getting it ready for opening. Hence why we can't really see a lot at the moment down by the Smiler, but that was more just the extended queue line, so maybe a little bit closer you'd be able to see a bit more. But with this, it's going to be very interesting with Battle Galleons, with it being an interactive ride. I mean, you've got all the water guns around here. Maybe they're going to have these turned off, because obviously, unless they're being cleaned every time, you can't really have people going up and touching them. And same with the ones on the actual boat. I imagine they'll have to be deep cleaned every time. And then talking of that, maybe Jewel as well. I mean, Jewel's an interactive ride with the guns on there, so I imagine they'll also have to be cleaned, much like everything's going to have to be when it does fully reopen. But we'll carry on around in Mutiny Bay. Gonna have a little walk around the side just here and have a look, but just thought I'd mention as well whilst we're actually here in terms of what else is open if you're coming for the gardens. So I definitely recommend you want to be bringing some food if you are coming to this gardens event. There's one little kiosk open and that's just the Pirate Treats just here that's doing a few snacks. In terms of toilet facilities, you've got the ones just here in the courtyard that are open as well. So yeah, if you are coming down in the next few weeks, you probably want to bring your own food, bring your own packed lunch instead of relying on to get food here, because there's not loads of options. Obviously they can't really open much at the moment, so I'd definitely say bring some of your own food down if you are coming to the gardens event. But let's have a walk around the courtyard towards Heave Ho by Sea Life, have a look around there before going up Haunted Hollow. So it's a heave ho and off we go here into Mutiny Bay. There's a little look at the Zamperla Rocking Tug here in Mutiny Bay, opened in 2008. Thought we'll have a little look around here, very, very quiet. Look over here at Marauders Mayhem as well. So got some more chevrons. Chevrons! All in park, ready to go. I mean, what would you say that's more like 3 meters, like what they've done them at, probably?
Yeah, I suppose because of obviously like some families are going to be bigger. You might have like 4 people.
Yeah, it's true.
So obviously they're going to take up a bit of room. So.
Yeah, it just spreads people about that little bit more, doesn't it? But yeah, you know, it's good to see. Like I said, I think they've been working around the park over the past few weeks, putting it all into place, and plenty of signage, plenty of hand sanitizer dispensers and stuff around as well. It might be worth them maybe looking at adding them to the map, unless that's something what they're going to do. But that's certainly something that I'd do anyway if it was up to me. But put them on the map exactly where the hand sanitizer stations are. We can see actually just outside the toilets, there's one just on the door there on the right hand side. But yeah, there's plenty of them around all ready to go. We'll just have a little look down here towards the entrance to Katanga Canyon then now, and also the outside of Sharkbait Reef. So just outside the entrance now to Sharkbait Reef by Sea Life, as we can see, you've got that wonderful themed entrance there just behind me. Just talk about the screens and stuff as well, what they've got around the resort. Along with promotional material, they're also putting on all the different safety restrictions and all about social distancing all around the park as well. So again, they've really thought about things. You know, I expect we're going to see a lot more when they do reopen, potentially on that 4th of July opening date. But yeah, I just thought we'd have a look over at Burger Kitchen here, because I've noticed they've actually put some of the perspex up there ready for when they're actually going to be serving people again. So let's turn you around and have a look. Here we go. So as you can see, so it's nice and easy for serving people again just here. They've got the perspex on the top, and then you'll be able to pay and stuff just under here, and this will be like the order point. Then we've got some signs around here for the collection point, and again you've got that perspex there as well to protect both you and also the employees here at the resort. No other changes out the front of Sea Life though yet. I imagine there'll be a lot of changes inside, and with it being an indoor attraction there'll be markers in there. I imagine they'll be stopping all the touch pools and that sort of thing, where you can normally touch starfish and the little shrimps, what they've got, the cleaner shrimps and that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's all things that are just going to become the new norm for now. Up here towards Katanga Canyon, you've got the wonderful entrance sign, and it's of course blocked off just there as well. But fair play to Alton Towers for actually opening up more of the grounds. I mean, you can get close to Wicker Man like we saw earlier in the vlog, and you know, you can really get to just appreciate Alton Towers you know, a lot more, and be back in here again and see it. It's fantastic. But we'll walk down here past Wicker Man and then have a little walk down Haunted Hollow up towards the back end of the gardens, and then, oh lovely, we've kind of seen all of the different ride areas, and like I say, I'll come back within the next week or so. I'm going to do a dedicated gardens video that I'm sure a lot of you will be looking forward to. It's still crazy to think that this will be the 3rd year the Wicker Man has been operating here at Alton Towers, and I can't wait to get back on it, hopefully in the next few weeks. We can see down here at the disabled and normally fast track entrances, they've actually put some of the markers in place, all these different chevrons, and I imagine they've done that around the rest of the main queue just there as well. Also noticed how they've put these wooden beams in just here as well, like something's going to be attached up there, maybe some perspex across potentially, because obviously the coaster comes out just underneath here, so it looks like they're going to put something across there, maybe just to make sure that it's protecting riders and the people up there waiting in the queue line. And as we saw earlier on, they've already put the markers in place around towards the entrance. But it's really weird when you look at Wickerman, just see it like this and just standing there, this wooden structure, and it's certainly you know, it's looking really well landscaped around here now, considering when it opened a couple of years back. You look at it now, all these trees and shrubbery, it's all grown really nice all around Wickerman, and I'm sure there's many people watching this video who can't wait to get back on there. As much as we're going to be social distancing and sitting away from each other and our friends, at least we're going to be back on some roller coasters soon, and I certainly can't wait. I know that Big Bob is very excited too. Aren't you, Big Bob? Yes I am, Sean. Yes I am. Oh, it's been a long time, Gremlin. How are you doing? How was the lockdown? Hello? Hello? Nothing. But welcome to Haunted Hollow. Here we go. Let's have a little walk down here. See if we've got any changes to see. It's great how this is open as well. So technically we have got an attraction open today here at Alton Towers. Yeah! It's the Haunted Hollow. In 2007, this was the new attraction. Literally, so we have got an attraction in action today. I don't think we've got any audio on though, unfortunately, so it's not fully working. But they said it was in the gardens. We are walking down the one and only attraction that's open today here at Alton Towers. It's the Haunted Hollow. Is
this a POV?
It is a POV. That is a POV of this path that used to be home to the Parks Railway, actually, that used to run down this way. Would have loved to have experienced that. I'm sure many of our viewers did. This is quite creepy, actually, without any audio. Oh, you just dripped all that on me then. Thanks. Yeah.
Oh, Alex?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. It's been a long time since I've seen you here.
It's been a very, very long time indeed, Sean. I even have a joke for you, if you don't mind.
I do mind, but tell me it anyway.
Okay, why did the skeleton go to the party?
I don't know, Alex. Why did the skeleton go to the party?
Because he had nobody to go with.
So we just continued our walk down the Haunted Hollow towards Forbidden Valley. No other changes to see, and of course Forbidden Valley is all blocked off for access. But we can come down here to the Prospect Tower and get one of the best views in Alton Towers. And I think I've done many vlogs over the years where I've shown this view just here, but it's absolutely stunning. When you look out, you can see the gardens, the conservatories, you can see Charlotte down there. Yay! Yeah.
Subject to availability.
Yeah, subject to availability. I can't promise if you are coming here during the next few weeks to see the gardens, Charlotte probably isn't going to be standing right there, no. But you never know. Yeah, you never know. Anything's possible, and I've just stood in a massive puddle. But yeah, beautiful view over towards the towers there. You can see Swiss Cottage off to the left, of course, where we stood earlier. The conservatory is down on the right hand side. But yeah, we're coming towards the end of today's video. We're going to make our way to the exit soon, do a bit of a wrap up there. Like I say, this has been more about just seeing how the park have adapted and changed with social distancing, and looking more at the ride areas. Going to be coming back in the next week or so when we know it's going to be a really nice day, and as much as the sun keeps coming in and out today, I want to come down here when it's a lovely summer's day and get some really nice shots of everything in the gardens and share loads of facts and dates and reasons for things why they're there and all that sort of stuff here in the Alton Towers gardens. But we'll leave you with this for you for now and make our way back to Towers Street to wrap up today's vlog. It's nice to be saying that again, I tell you. So it's typical, isn't it? The sun's come out now. However, I've got that feeling that it's going to chuck it down again. So we're calling it a day here at Alton Towers for our first time stepping into the park in 2020 during its 40th anniversary. And I tell you what, it's been really nice to get back here today. Really impressed with what we've seen in terms of with the social distancing markers that are in place, ready for when the park does fully reopen its rides and attractions. And like I say, they are expecting that to be the 4th of July if all goes to plan. Now in terms of the day today, really nice. There's not many people here. Of course, there's not really been any issues with social distancing because of how big Alton Towers is. It's a 500-acre site. Of course, you've got large pathways such as this one where you've got more than enough space to keep at least 2 meters apart. Most of the time you're more like 5 or 6 meters away from people, and especially when you're going around the gardens as well, you've got so much space to go around. In terms of today, I think it's been really, really good. Obviously, it would have been nice if they could have opened a couple of more food outlets. However, I understand that it's quite difficult at the moment as to what they can and what they can't open. But you never know, if in the next coming weeks, if rules change and regulations, we may be able to see them opening some more stuff as well. But no, it's been a really, really good day as well. And of course, the main part of it has been just to get back out here and into the park again and seeing all these lovely people as well. It's been really nice. Here they all are, making our way up Towers Street. Hopefully we're going to be able to get back on some rides in a few weeks, I hope so. But yeah, it's been really good to see everybody. Had a good day. It's been nice, just enjoying it and just getting back into the park. And it's weird for me vlogging again, just actually out in public. It's very strange after it being a good few months since we was down at Chessington and Legoland. I mean, that feels like a long time ago now since we were down there for them annual pass days, but it's been so nice to just get back in again. It's a bit windy, a bit breezy, so we're going to wrap up the vlog for today, but I'll be back at Alton Towers within the next week or so, hopefully on a nicer day to come and do a full gardens tour. I'll take you all around the gardens, do some much more detailed footage than what I've done today, hopefully on less windy conditions and a bit better weather, and I'll go into more detail about the gardens. And it's a big part of Alton Towers, it really is. It's where it all started, so I look forward to sharing more. But it's nice to say this again. Thank you very much for watching another vlog here on Theme Park Worldwide. As always, thank you very much for all of your support. Throughout the lockdown, I tried to put as much content out there as I could do, and it's so nice to think that we're now back in a theme park. As much as we're not on the rides yet, we hope to be soon. So thanks for joining us. It's been a wonderful day here at Alton Towers, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you soon.